Hello friends. So in this video, we will start our project with with the settings which we have done in our last video, and we will take that file and we will again try to make the connections with our different data source. So here I have that file with the name blank temp which we have saved in our last video. I'm just opening that blank temp. So blank temp is having just our settings which we have applied. It doesn't have any data. It doesn't have any connections with the data source. So now what we will try to do is we will take this. We have removed all these convenience setting, and now we will try to make the connections. So to make the connections with the data file to Power BI, there is one tab in the home ribbon. There is one tab called Get Data. We did this in the last module also, but this time we are doing it without convenience setting. So when you will click on the lower part of the Get Data, it will open all the common data sources available to connect. If the data source which you want to get connect is not available in this list, you can click on more, and in the more you will get all the possible data source which can be connected with the Power BI. See this. So it has all the databases like SQL database, Oracle database, SAP HANA database, Azure data lakes, other online services, or other kind of any kind of a data for us, data sources which is possible are listed here. So we are going to connect our data with the with the CSV and the Excel. So we will go to the file and we will select this CSV first. We will click on connect. We will browse to our folder where we have saved our data. So our data is this athlete winter game. We'll open this. It is connecting, and as usual it will take me to a preview. So this is the preview. Do remember that we have removed all the convenience setting. So there might be a chances that this delimiter might be something else, but in my case it is coming correctly as comma. If it is something else, it has detected, so your data will load something like this. So our data is comma separated, so I will put it on comma. So this preview is on the basis of top 200 rows. You can change this to entire data set, or maybe you can close this preview, and we will use this extract table using the examples maybe later. But we will go to the with the regular thing, transform data. Once we will transform data, as usual it has opened a new Power Query editor mode. And in this Power Query editor, at the center my preview of the table is there. Initially when we will did it with the convenience setting, so all the columns were getting the header name automatically, all the columns were getting the data type automatically, but this time it is not there because we have removed these convenience setting, right? So at the center we have this review of the data. At the left side, all the queries which are there in this query editor will be at this time. Currently, it is only one, so that's why it is showing only one athletes winter game. And at the right side, you will have this query settings and the applied step. If you notice, this time the applied step is only one, that is source. It is just connected with the path. Like this is the path user Rahul Gupta OneDrive desktop PBI project is my folder name, and inside this folder name we have the file name. Let's suppose you made a mistake, and by mistake you have select a wrong table here. So one way is to delete this query. Just go and right click on this, and you can delete this query and reload the new table. And another way is that instead of this source, there is one gearbox. If you click on this, it will again give you the path where you can change the path if required. In my case, it is correctly right table has loaded, so I'll not going ahead. But if the table is wrong, you can select the different table here, and again you can you can run this source. Right. So in your case, it might be possible that query setting might not be visible to you. So that means you have to go to the view and enable the query setting from here. You can disable it also, but we will use it so frequently. So it's always good to keep query settings on. And this is the formula bar. If you click this, it will disable and it will enable. Right now it might be confusing for you that what this formula bar is doing. Is this formula bar is doing nothing, just making a connection between your table and this power query editor, right? One more thing, if you change something in the if you make change something in the actual data table, it will not affect this as until you refresh the data. So the table was athlete winter game. Let's do something. Let me drag this athlete winter games. So see this in the first column, the column name is missing, and in our Power BI also. In our query editor also, the first name was missing, the column name was missing. Let's suppose I make the changes in this. Let's suppose I made the changes at event id. I'll save this, and here no, there is no change in this place. But if, let's suppose if your data has been updated, maybe a new years has been added to the data, or maybe the new events has been added, in that case you just update that table and click on refresh view. Under the home there is a tab called refresh preview. Once you will refresh, it will come automatically as event id, right? So with just click of a refresh, your table will get the updated data points. Currently, I don't want to do it here. I'll do it in the. So I'll just remove it again, and I'll press save. Here again, I'll come and refresh the original data has been again. Okay. Right. One more thing, if we make any change in the Power Query Editor table, if let's suppose if I'll remove this column from here, remove column. So one step has been added as remove column, but this step is not doing anything in my table. In this table nothing is happened. So the name column which I have deleted is still there in my actual table. So it is not tampering anything to my source data, it is just making a connection. And after making the connection, it is doing all these steps on this query editor itself, right? I don't want to remove, so I will cancel this step. I want to keep this column, right? Similarly, if I want to add one more table into this, I need not to go to the Power BI and come to the from the get data. I can directly go to the new source from here. This time I want to take the Excel workbook. So in Excel again, I can browse my folder, select the file, I'll open it. But as happened in the previous module, this on CSV it gave the preview directly, but in Excel it should not give the preview directly because there might be multiple seats. So it should ask me which seat I want to take. Yes, right. I want to take only one seat, which is there. Now when I have selected the seat, it will give me the preview, and when I will click on OK, see in the last, when I have extracted data from Power BI, it has asked me to directly load or transform. When I am there in the Power Query Editor itself, it has not asked me to load and transform. It has just given me the option of OK, right? So by default, it will come to Power Query Editor only. So if you see the formula bar, if you see the formula bar, the source, where is the table here? if you see the source of both the table, winter games and summer games, right? So the source has been a bit changed in this. In the summer games, actually is the in that particular folder I have selected athlete summer games, and in the winter games I have selected the table called winter games, right? So these are the steps which are there in the applied step, which we can anytime cancel and go back to the previous excel, right? So I'll save this file here. I'm not to save this, I'll go to the close and apply, but I'll not apply, I'll simply close this because I don't want to load this table to my data model thing, right? So this was the connections, and do make sure what we have learned today is that whatever we do something in the Power Query editor does not change the my underlying data in my data source, right? We will learn more about the Power Query editor in subsequent videos. Thank you.